Hello, hello, hello. Happy new month. How are you doing? Who is here? Who is here? If you are a home hero and you are here, tell me I'm a home hero. Happy new month to all of you. You can see I'm putting on red. This is the month of love. This is the month of love. So let's share love among ourselves, among our loved ones. Let's remember those who have no one to show them love. So, one of the ways you can show love to someone today is by sharing this. As you are watching right now, first of all, click the like button. Keep clicking the like button. Keep clicking the like button. Then make sure you subscribe if you've not subscribed to this channel. Then outside that, the next you will do for me is to comment on the comment section. Just say something, say happy new month to me because I would love to read that, and share this to every parent you know. Hello, today we are going to talk about creating a learning environment in the home. I am Chidimma Okoye, popularly known as Mma Okoye, the founder, Global Initiative for Proper Parenting, and the founder, the Parents Academy, where we have the home heroes who have been in the academy since January. It's a 6 months academy. The first cohort will be ending in June. The second cohort commences on July 1st. That's when the induction will be done. If you have been following me on different social media handles like Facebook, I'm going to share testimonies of parents, the home heroes who have been with me since January. So if you want to be a home hero, it's very simple. Just pay 5,000 naira application fee. That means you will now pay 25,000 naira for the cohort because it's 30,000 naira in general. So what you need to pay is just 30,000 naira to be in July cohort. Application forms are out, admission have started. So that's it. Okay, what do we have today? If you are a parent, you must be here because academics is one of the things we need to pay attention to. A lot of our children, some of them are saying education is a scam. Education is a scam because they go to school just to learn and pass exam without internalizing what they are learning and use that which they learned in school to give positive effects in their community, solve problems of their societies using what they learned. Every course has a problem in the society is supposed to solve. So your child that is going to school, why are they going to school? Have you ever asked that question? Why are they going to school? You can see that my slide has books. Yeah. Then this topic is also my line because apart from being a guidance counselor, I am an early childhood educator. So I'm an educationist. So I am your sure plug when topics like this are needed to be taught. So let's look at this: creating a learning environment at home, fostering a supportive academic atmosphere. Now, most of us in our homes, we don't foster supportive academic atmosphere. We just allow the children to do their things and we blame the teachers when things are not properly done. So after today's lecture, you're going to learn that it is your duty to cooperate with teachers to make academics, to make schooling, to make learning fun for your children, beginning from that toddler who is in crèche. Yeah, because some of you, it's remaining for you to take the baby from hospital to school. But then it is what it is. Okay, now let's look at importance of a supportive learning environment. Because before we talk about creating a learning environment, we should also look at what are the importance. Number one, it enhances motivation and focus. When the parents are there to support and motivate, the child will have this focus on the school. The child will not remove eyes from the goal because the goal is academic success, gain the knowledge, and make positive impact in your society. As you're making the positive impact, solving the problem of the society, you are creating wealth for yourself. People will pay to have that which you are doing. Don't forget that what we are talking about today is creating a supportive learning environment. Do not ever forget that. So the next thing here, the importance of a supportive learning environment, it encourages a lifelong love of learning. In Igbo land, we always say things like onye nna edunyere ori na eji ọkpa agbaka ụzọ. That means the person whose father sent to go and steal will break the door with his leg because he knows he has the support of his father behind me. So I'm not I'm not talking about stealing here, but that's an Igbo adage. What it means is that when you're doing something and your parents are standing behind you, you tend to be focused, you tend to do much more better. That's what it means. I'm not telling you to send your child to go and steal. If you are a home hero, say, I am a home hero. If you are not a home hero, say, what is home hero? Meanwhile, happy new month. If you're just coming in, happy new month. I want to read from you. Just say hi. Just say hi to me. Say happy new month to me. Remember, we are talking about creating a supportive learning environment for the children. All right, so we are talking about the importance of a supportive learning environment. We talked about it enhances motivation and focus, encourages a lifelong love of learning. So if you want your children to have this natural, organic love for learning, you need to create supportive learning environment. Yeah, Chisom Tonika is here. I'm a home hero. Chisom, welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, now supportive learning environment builds confidence and independence. When your child knows that mommy and daddy is supporting me in my academics, I mean, including the 2-year-old child, when there is this support, where is your homework? Have you done your homework? Everything they're doing in school, you are there. In the house, you create this environment. Okay, it's time for homework. It's time to read. Your child, it builds this kind of confidence because definitely that child will do very well academically, and that academics performance or academic improvement builds a kind of confidence and independence in that child. Now, the talking points here: children thrive in environments where they feel supported and valued. So when you support your child, even if it's a toddler, when you support your child feel valued and supported. So this bonding between parents and their children, academic support is one of them because it's what it is. We are in the learning era, we are in the schooling era. You must go to school. Yeah, at least get your O level, if possible, at least your first degree. No matter what happens, make sure you get at least your first degree. People are going for masters, doctorate degree, and all that. Don't say they are senseless. No, they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing because they want to learn more and add more value to themselves and to the society to make more. Now, positive home environment correlates with better school performance and emotional well-being. So it helps the child to perform better in school and emotionally be more stable. That's the importance of creating supportive learning environment. Now, setting up a productive study space. Remember, the topic is creating a supportive learning environment. That's the topic for today's lecture. And I am Mma Okoye, a guidance counselor and early childhood educator with TRCN license and certificate. So I am most qualified to talk about this. I'm a parent coach, I'm a guidance counselor, I'm an educator. So what are you waiting for? If I'm your shop plug, click the like button instantly and tell me you're my shop plug. All right, setting up a productive study space. Choose a quiet, well-lit area. Sometimes we spoil the eyes of our children because of the type of light we have where they read. So after this lecture, you're gonna check where your children read or where they do their homework. Make sure that it is properly lit. I mean, the bulb, it is properly lit. Let them not read in a poor lit area because when they're struggling, stressing their eyes to see this word and that word, it's quite frustrating and disappointing. So don't do things that make things frustrating for them. Make learning fun for your children. Minimize distractions like TV, loud noises. When your children are reading, let there be no form of distraction. Let there be, in fact, all the TVs should be off. Radio, music, everything, lower it. These are the sacrifices we make for our children. Your children cannot be reading and you have this loud radio blasting music to the top of your roof. So you need to reduce the noises. You can tell your children, anytime you want to read, come and tell mommy, come and tell daddy. So you reduce the noise. Now, keep necessary supplies organized and accessible. The books, the calculator, the laptop they're using to read, and all that should be accessible. Now, physical space influences mental space. When there's physical space where they are reading, it influences mental space. An organized area promotes organized thinking. So their reading space should be organized. The shelf should be there where the books are arranged, and you should also support that study space by maybe putting some, for those of you whose children are still toddlers, you can put up some maybe charts. When my children were young, I had to get these charts, body parts, alphabets and words and alphabets, stuffs like that. You can get these charts from educational stores, put it in their study area. It helps to make learning fun. And don't punish with learning. Don't make learning a punishment. Oh yeah, will you do your homework? If you don't do it, I'm going to flog you. You are making learning a punishment instead of making it attractive. So learn to make learning creative, attractive, and fun. Last week I went for leadership training program of River State chapter of Councillors Association of Nigeria. Yeah, I'm a professional verified member of CASON, so River State chapter. We were having this training on transformational leadership, and I was saying to myself, as a parent, we are all leaders, and we need to be transformational leaders. A transformational leader is creative. That's one of the qualities of a transformational leader. So you need to be creative. Even in the study of your children, be creative enough to bring innovations, inventions that make learning fun. Make learning fun. You can go to YouTube, download some interesting videos on the topics that are giving them problems. This is not about, I'm not a graduate, I did not study engineering or medicine, or I studied the sociology. No, no matter what you studied, as long as you are intelligent, you can go to YouTube, whatever topic, type it, you get it. You can use some of these AIs to get some of these things. Go to Google, get pictures, colorful pictures, and use it to teach these children. You can be creative enough to, maybe if you have laptop, you can even go to business center, pay, and they'll design something for you. You can get the building blocks, you can get the alphabets, a lot of things you can get in the market, very colorful, fine things to help support your children in their learning environment. And it will make them develop this natural love for learning. Don't forget that the topic today is creating a supportive learning environment in the home. Now, the next is personalize the study area to make it inviting and inspiring. That's just what I explained right now. So you need to make it interesting and inspiring. Okay. Let's move to the next slide. If what I am saying is making sense to you, why not hit the like button? Remember to share. If you are getting values, remember to share. Don't be selfish. Share to other parents. Just pause right now. I'll wait for you. Pause right now. Share to other parents. Let them know that you're having this kind of valuable lecture. Very important. If you've done that, thank you. T for thanks. Okay, let's continue. Establishing effective study routines. For the home heroes, I taught you something about routines. Yes, even last week when we talked about time and stress management, I talked about routines. So even in the study of your children, there should be routine. That's your 2-year-old child. Why I'm using 2-year-old child? So that you not think I'm talking about adolescents and those of them in secondary and primary. Your 2-year-old child should start learning routines. It's from that place, as an early childhood educator, we understand how these things help children in development. The child will grow with that passion to learn and tomorrow the child can never wake up to say education is a scam. Now, establishing effective study routines. First, set consistent study times each day. When you come back from school, the next thing you do, for those of us that our children are um, teenagers, we tell them you need to wash your uniform, take your bath, then do your homework. So you have that routine. Do this, do this, do this. You also need to use planners or digital tools for tracking assignments. Now, you need to co-parent with your child's teacher if you actually want to get it right. Let's follow up with assignments. Even when they come back from school, they come back with these assessment books. I don't know about your children's school, but I know there is this assessment book during CA test. If you know about assessment book, drop it in the comment section. Let me be sure you are following. So the assessment book, you follow through, be sure what they got. Then after the exams, go through their question papers. Don't just look at the report card and say, you didn't take first position. Others that took first position, how many heads do they have? So go through their question papers, know how it was marked, know the areas that were giving them challenges, and follow through. But don't wait for the end of the term. Start in the middle of the term to check all this so that you'll be able to support that child until the end of the term. Encourage children to be involved in creating their schedules to promote ownership. So don't do everything for them. Remember, you are raising an independent child. You need to allow them be part of this schedule, creating of this schedule. You need to come, sit down. What time do you think will be good for you to do your homework? What time will be good for you to do? Prepare your timetable and let me know. You are making them part of that, and they will be accountable for themselves and to themselves if they don't follow through, because you didn't just create this and pin it on them. You equally carry them along, so that will go a long way to help. Remember, the topic is creating a supportive learning environment at home. That's what we are talking about. And I am your guidance counselor and parent coach, Mma Okoye. I'm an early childhood educator with TRC and certificate and license. Okay, so the next is encouraging a growth mindset, because schooling, academics, learning, they help in growth mindset. So you need to praise effort and not just outcome. From the first day of the month, you are checking their homework, you are checking their assignment. Make sure they do their homework. Sometimes we abandon them, we don't even check if they do their homework or not. If you start early, by the time your child gets to primary one, your child is able to come back and say, Mommy, I have homework, and do homework on himself or herself. At 7 years, you are not if you do what you are supposed to do at 7 years, you are not supposed to be pushing your child around. You've not done homework, your teacher is reporting this, that. It means that there is something you are not doing well. So consistency is the key. If your child is still a toddler, start now and be consistent with it. If you are warned against homework today, do not ignore it tomorrow. So it's something you continue. Make sure you continue every day until the child gets used to it. Now, how you can support that is praise effort. That ability to remember, oh, Mommy, I have homework. Praise it today. The child does it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Praise Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Don't get tired of praising, and don't be stingy with your praises. Yeah. So you praise that effort. Oh, well done. Oh, you remembered your homework. That's good. High five, thumbs up, and you can even call pet name and stuff like that. You are praising effort. It will encourage and motivate the child. Don't just wait for the final result to lash out on the child why he or she did not take first position. Now you need to teach them that mistakes are opportunities for learning. That homework your child did not get 10 over 10 is not time to scream and yell and all that. No, tell them, oh, pick the correction. Have you learned the correction? If the correction the teacher did, the child did not get it correctly or did not understand it, you as a parent go extra mile to get resources and make the child understand it. It will help the child. Any child that is doing well academically develops this internal self-confidence and high self-esteem. So don't deny your child that. You need to teach them that mistakes are opportunities for learning. That's why I said ask about the corrections. Indirectly, you are teaching them that you failed this means it's opportunity for you to learn. Now, use positive language and reinforcement. Don't say things like, you are a dummy, you are a dunce. No, don't use those words. Use positive languages that will reinforce and motivate your children. Share stories of persistence and resilience. Now, there are stories about yourself where you almost gave up and you persisted, and at the end, you got a result. Remember to share those stories. It helps your child, it encourages your child. You may even share the story of how when we learned LCM in primary 4, it was so difficult for me to learn. I had to even go to my friend to teach me. I put in effort. I had to go to the textbook to learn it. Today, I'm very good at LCM. Such a story helps to encourage the children to keep pushing. Remember to share this. If you are getting values, hit the like button, share this, and subscribe to this channel if you've not done so. The topic today is creating a supportive learning environment at home. Now, the talking point about growth mindset. A growth mindset fosters resilience and a love for challenges. Let your children learn and have this love for challenges. Let them not back up at the face of challenges. Let them learn to love challenges and embrace challenges. That is how to grow in life. Now, I put up Bible inspiration here. It says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Philippians 4:13. Someone said, is Moko a pastor? I'm a Christian. So I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Now, parents' role in learning. The first is show genuine interest in their school work. I have said it before. Provide guidance without taking over. Now, don't take over. Um, rather provide guidance. You need to you need to guide them. Guide the children. Don't take over. There's something I taught the parents in the parent support WhatsApp group. I told them ordinary homework can be used to teach children emotional regulation. It could be used to teach them critical thinking skill. It could be used to teach them analytical skill. It could be used to teach them problem solving skill. So when you take over, you are denying that child of the opportunity to learn these powerful skills that will help the child cope in life. So when the child brings the homework, don't rush to do it for the child. No matter how the child complains, tell the child, please, can you try it? Try doing this, let me see. By the time the child tries, that particular thing the child is complaining of, the child may be able to do that. And by that time, the child have learned critical thinking skill. The child will think critically to solve this. The child is developing problem solving skill. These are the things our brains are created to do. But because we prevent these children from taking up these challenges, we block that aspect of development in them. And by the time they grow up, they will collapse at the face of challenges. They will not think properly on how to solve any problem that comes their way. Remember, when you have problem solving skill, you'll be able to make money. The easiest way to make money is to solve the problem of your immediate community. As you are solving that problem, people are paying you and you are making money. So use the homework to help your child develop that particular life coping skill. Remember, you need to provide guidance, not taking over. Is when the child has tried, you can tell the child to write it on the rough. That's what I was doing to my children. I'll tell them, write it in your rough. They'll write on the rough. I'll correct. When I correct, they will now transfer into their book. But then I have allowed them to do it on their own. Don't There are things I've seen parents do. Immediately the child brings homework, they're like, this is so difficult. Why is it the teacher did not teach you and they're giving you the homework? Sure. How about you helping the child research to get that homework done? Must you scream and discourage and castigate the teacher before your child? Immediately you say that, immediately you make that statement, your child will no longer think a solution to that problem. So Beware of doing that, dear parents. So you need to encourage reading. You really need to encourage reading. As a now in this digital era, you really need to encourage this reading. I can say this over and over again. Most of the children do not read, so don't let that happen in your house. Start early to inculcate reading habit. What I did for my children then, during holidays I'll get some story books and give them, but now most of them are they're in senior class. We are not talking about WAEC and that, but then we also read. We can read online, we can read offline, and I'm combining the two. So they get their laptops, they download some of these things, they read online, and also they read offline, because we cannot totally abandon that hard copy. Reading the hard copy, we can't abandon it. So what we do, we read the textbooks, we read online, so we can balance. Is very important. So curiosity and hands-on activities, these are things you need to encourage them to do. Let them learn to do some things. That's why sometimes school gives projects, and when they give projects, parents, you see parents paying people to do that project for their children. That is wrong. You are not helping that child. You are killing the child, and you are denying the child the opportunity to develop certain coping skills that will help that child in life. Now, children are more engaged when they see their parents value education. I will repeat that again. Children are more engaged when they see their parents value education. So how do you value education? That's a question. How do you value education? Even if you are not watching live now, whenever you're watching this, I want you to type it in the comment section. How do you value education? Or let me say, how should you how should you value education? If you're live, I want that response right now. Okay, so the next is building a partnership with teachers ensures consistent support. There should be partnership with teachers. Don't see your child's teacher as your enemy. When you see your child's teacher as your enemy, you are creating a vacuum in your child's academics. Even if the teacher does something you don't like, there are appropriate ways to address these things. Don't come to school fighting, embarrassing your child, because you are actually embarrassing your child, embarrassing yourself, showing how mannerless and untrained you are. Don't do that. There are appropriate ways to handle these things. So make sure you build a very good relationship with your child's teacher. Now, this last Christmas, you do Christmas for your teacher as little as you can, your child's teacher. Even if you don't do, did you remember to send Happy Christmas? And if you did not say Happy Christmas, Happy New Year, yesterday was 1st February. Did you say Happy New Month? So make sure you have good rapport with your child's teacher. It helps a lot to foster academic progress and success in your child. Now, conclusion. So remember, the topic is importance of building a supportive learning environment for your children. Today's topic, I told you, our Sunday medicine will not be taking us long. We'll be having it 30 minutes, 45 minutes. We are done. We are not taking your time. So if you are just joining, we are talking about creating a supportive learning environment for our children. And if you are yet to subscribe, please hit the subscribe button, share this, and drop your comment. I want to read from you. Who is here? Do we have more home heroes here? If you're a home hero, let me see you write, I'm a home hero. Are you wondering what home heroes are? Don't worry, I will explain that. Let me finish with this lecture first. Okay. You need to know the importance of environment, routine, mindset, and involvement if you want academic success for your children. You also need to encourage open communication and patience. I always say it. Many of us do not know how to communicate with our children. When you dish out orders, you are not communicating. There's something I shared with parents in the parent support WhatsApp group. Yeah, we have a free to join parent support WhatsApp group. If you're interested in that, just drop it in the comment section. I'll give you a link to that. So now I dropped a video yesterday, a girl who wants to go into music, and the father was forcing her to go into medicine. Within that time, because the father was rich, she bribed her. It's a comedy skit though, but that comes with lots of lesson. Within that time, she bribed her way to graduate, and she graduated with a good grade. Now it was time to practice as a medical doctor. Her patient became that lecturer whom she was bribing. And when the lecturer saw her, the lecturer was like, no, 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 no. But you said, yeah, Chisom, probably a home hero. Yeah, I can see you. Chisom, that's good. Okay. So, and the lecturer was like, but you said you are going into music. You are not supposed to be practicing. She said, no. She brought injection, and even the way she kept her hand to give that injection like this. So nurses and doctors, you will see. So it was a funny skit, but then filled with lessons. So what am I saying? Your child may come up with I want to be a footballer, I want to be a musician, I want to be an artist. No problem. When I was going for morality rescue team orientation program in different secondary schools in Anambra State, I had that conversation with lots of children. Auntie, I want to be a footballer, but my mommy refused. Now the problem is, how was the communication between parents and the children? Did you do it with threat? Did you do it with force? If you try doing that, you will spoil the whole show. It's supposed to be a friendly conversation that you need to open the child's eyes to the benefits of getting at least a first degree. You tell the child, I'm not telling you not to go into this or into that, but please get a first degree. By the time you are done with your first degree, use this as a side hustle. That was exactly what I told the children who came to me for one thing or that. You tell them, now, don't base on one stream of income, but then get, oh, Chief Eme is here. She said, I'm a home hero. Welcome, home hero. Okay, now, you need to have this conversation with your child. You're like, you want to be a footballer, you want to be an artist, you want to be a musician, no problem. I'll give you all my support. But then please, I need good grades in your WAEC, good grade in your JAMB, good grade in your university, first degree. Then you can use this as your side hustle. So the child will be busy trying to get that good grade because you have a deal. You can even strike it like a deal with the child. In that way, you are communicating, not giving instruction, not lashing, not screaming, not yelling. So you have that conversation, and the child will calm down, pay attention to his or her studies. When done, we now, if so, most times when they are done, you see them abandoning that and maybe pursuing that particular one they studied in the university. So, and ensure that you learn how to communicate openly. Learn how to communicate openly. Effective communication is key to successful parenting. If you cannot communicate effectively with your children, it will be difficult to parent effectively. So learn effective communication. For the home heroes, do you want me to take a lecture on effective communication? If you do, go to the academy and say, give us more lecture on effective communication, and I'll do that for you. Now, if you want to be a home hero, our doors are open, but then it's going to be July cohort. 30,000 naira only. You pay your commitment fee or application fee 5,000 and pay the remaining 25,000 before the 1st of July, because cohort 2.0 will be having our induction on that cohort 1st July. So you can save towards joining that for you to be able to follow what you are doing, be in a structured platform where you are challenged to do what you are supposed to do. You are given the right information, the right knowledge to do what you are supposed to do. Now, inspirational quotes. Education is the most powerful weapon you can use to change the world. Who said that? Nelson Mandela. Call to action. Reflect on one change you can make today to support your child's learning journey. All the home heroes, put that in the academy. Tell me, drop in the academy one thing you need to do, just one. I didn't say two, three, four. One change you can make today to support your child's learning journey. I want to see that written in the academy. Now, if you are having challenges with all that we have said, don't fail to reach out to me. Remember, I'm a guidance counselor and early childhood educator, so I can be your child's guide, your child's mentor. Come on board for one-on-one mentorship so that your child will be able to progress very well in school. You need to you also need to come on board. If you have problem learning some of these things, maybe you are not well knowledgeable and you need a professional help, professional guidance, professional assistance, do well to contact me. The email address is there. I've written it, globalinitiative18@gmail.com. Don't forget, we have a lot of assessment, psychological assessment. We have career and passion assessment. If your child is in JS 1, JS 2, you need to allow your child go through that assessment. It's not expensive. It's just 3,000 naira. Your child should go through the assessment. Don't wait for the time they're in SS2 to talk about career. From JS1, start talking about career. Let your child know the career he or she is going for. Support it and do everything that you can do to throw your weight behind your child. So if your child is 10, 11 years, you've not started talking about career, future career, you are not getting it right. So have that conversation about career today. If you and your child are confused, come on board and do this career and passion assessment. It's just 3,000 naira and you'll be able to guide your child properly. Remember, as a parent, you are supposed to guide. You are supposed to be a guide to your children. A parent should be a guidance to your children. Now, the next is we also have self-assessment. Even you as a parent, you have some challenges. We have self-assessment, psychological tests, which you can do to help your child do better in school. So as I talk, as I try to round up, if you have any question, drop that question right now. Drop it in the comment section. I will answer your questions. Remember, what we talked about today was creating a supportive learning environment for your children. We talked about the importance. We talked about how you can do that. I don't want to go back into that and that because the video will be there on the YouTube channel. You can always have a replay, go back to see what happened. I mentioned, in fact, I laid emphasis on open communication and supporting them in their schoolwork. Support them in their schoolwork. Don't leave them. Don't just pay school fees and go. Support them in their schoolwork. I'll keep repeating that. Support them in their schoolwork. I'm still waiting for your questions. If you have questions, drop it in the comment section. I will read it. If you don't drop now, we are live, and you are watching when the live program is over, still drop your question because I'll go through and I would love to read from you. I'll be glad to take care of your questions and answer your questions. Okay? All right. This is where we'll be wrapping up for the day. Where we'll call it a day here. Remember, you can join either our free WhatsApp support group or you become a home hero and join the academy. In the absence of every other question, I will call it a day here. Thanks for joining in. I really appreciate you for coming on board to learn. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm grateful. Without you, I will not be here. I'm here talking because you are here. When you keep coming, you encourage me to bring more interesting topic that will help you in your parenting journey. But when you're not coming, I'll be discouraged. But then remember to subscribe to this channel. Remember to share. Remember to hit the like button. I'll be glad to see that. That's a motivation for me. That's an encouragement for me. Please do that for me. Thank you. All right. I am still your parenting coach, guidance counselor, early childhood educator, Mma Okoye. Until next week, Sunday, when we have our Sunday tonic with Auntie Mma Okoye. Okay, Chisom said, thank you so much, Ma, for this powerful lecture. I appreciate you, Chisom, for coming on board. Thank you so much for coming on board. Thank you for learning. I believe you put that into practice. For that's my baby. Yeah, put that into practice in my baby. I'll ask you about that. Okay, see you next Sunday. Goodbye. I told you I will not take your time. Goodbye.